NBA 2K26 predicts the season, LeBron's retirement tour, SGA's historic season, and a Knicks title. NBA tip-off may still be more than a month away, but hoops fans are already hitting the virtual hardwood thanks to the just-released NBA 2K26. For the second year in a row, Yahoo Sports is simulating an entire season and seeing if the premier basketball video game franchise can accurately predict how the association will play out in 2025-26. Last year's simulation was a bit rough. In its defense, could anyone have predicted the league-altering Luka Doncic trade? So there's really nowhere else to go but up. The parameters of the simulation were the same as last time around. CPU user trade offers were turned off. Default Myra settings were used. All G-League, prospect scouting and rotational decisions were automated, and the random team we used to facilitate the simulation was the Milwaukee Bucks. The other wrinkle that there's no way to account for: the news that broke Wednesday morning regarding the allegations made against the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. If any severe punishment is dished out by the league after its investigation, the simulation will whiff on one of its biggest predictions. More on this later. Before I could even begin simulating the actual games, 2K prompted me with a message that LeBron James was planning to retire after the season and asked if I would permit him to go on a retirement tour. We ran into this same situation in last year's simulation with Chris Paul, who is very much not retired. But since we were simming through everything, why not let the greatest player of this generation take his well-deserved victory lap? As far as James' age 41 season played out, he averaged 21.8 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 6.5 assists while starting all 82 games. James' points and rebounds totals would mark the lowest of his career, but he still managed to help lead the Lakers to a 45-37 record and the number 8 seed in the Western Conference. 2K loves the Mavericks. For the second year in a row, the 2K sim has major faith in Jason Kidd and the Mavericks. After predicting Dallas would go 63-19 last season, with Jason Kidd taking home Coach of the Year and the Mavericks hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy, 2K doubled down and has them finishing 64-18 and Kidd winning Coach again. The Mavs season was driven mainly by a major improvement from Klay Thompson, who shot a career-best 46.3% from three-point range, and by allowing 108.9 points per game, making Dallas the best defensive team in the league. Is it possible Dallas has a monster season in 2025-26? Sure, especially with number 1 overall pick Cooper Flag in the mix, but this outcome easily puts the Mavericks in the category of biggest surprise from the entire simulation. While we're on the topic of the Mavericks, it shouldn't come as a shock to anyone that Flag, one of the most anticipated NBA prospects in recent memory, walked away with the Rookie of the Year award in our simulation. Flag averaged 15.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 2.2 stocks in 73 games, 72 starts, across his rookie campaign, playing a significant role as the third leading scorer in Dallas and making the All-Rookie first team. NBA Cup winner. The Magic topped the Clippers 122-119 in the NBA Cup final, capturing the in-season tournament crown. Newly acquired Desmond Bane was named the NBA Cup MVP, averaging 31.1 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 2.4 assists in the tournament. Orlando and Los Angeles meeting in the final would make it 6 unique final participants since the tournament began in 2023-24. Everybody beats the Wiz odds. Northeast bias aside with this subsection's pun, Washington's simulation was nothing to joke about. After finishing 18-64 last season, NBA 2K is predicting a complete bottoming out of the Wizards franchise in 2025-26. Washington finished 8-74, beating both the 1972-73-76ers mark for worst record, 9-73, and the 2011-12 Bobcats record for worst winning percentage, .106. The Wizards started the season 0-19 en route to having the league's worst defense, 127.8 points allowed per game, and finishing 31st in PPG, 109.3. Disappointment in Denver. As bad as Washington was, it's hard to imagine them being a legitimate contender heading into the season. Denver, on the other hand, is seemingly always going to be in the mix as long as Nikola Jokic is healthy and in the conversation as the best basketball player on the planet. That's what made the Nuggets' 40-42 record, a 10-game drop from last season, so disappointing. Jokic was his usual dominant self, finishing with 30.3 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 8.8 assists on the season, but Jamal Murray missed significant time, only playing 37 games in the regular season. Murray did return and score 34 points in the play-in game against Golden State, but the number 10 seed Nuggets still lost. The KD era in Houston begins. Kevin Durant's first year in Houston was interesting. The Rockets did manage to make the postseason, finishing as the 4th seed in the Western Conference, but the 47-35 record was actually a dip from 2024-25, when they finished number 2 out west with a 52-30 record. Durant led the Rockets in scoring, averaging 24.3 points, while adding 4 rebounds and 3.9 assists per game. For Durant, who turns 37 before the season begins, the scoring output would mark the second lowest of his career, and the rebound total would be the lowest on his Hall of Fame resume. Houston ultimately lost to the Timberwolves in 7 games in the first round of the playoffs. Gilgeous-Alexander, one of NBA 2K26 cover athletes, is rated 98 overall, and it was very easy to see why. SGA took home his second consecutive MVP award, averaging an absurd 35.9 points along with 4.3 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 2.1 steals. To put his scoring average in perspective, the last time an NBA scoring champion finished with a higher average was 1986-87, when Michael Jordan averaged 37.09 points per game. The only other player in NBA history with a higher points per game average is Wilt Chamberlain, who won 7 straight scoring titles in the 1960s. Other award winners: Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Spurs. Sixth Man of the Year, Russell Westbrook, Suns, remains unsigned. Most Improved Player, Ziaire Williams, Nets. Clutch Player of the Year, Devin Booker, Suns. Both the Eastern and Western Conference Finals went to 7 games, with the Knicks managing to oust the Cavaliers and the Clippers overcoming the Mavericks to set up a coastal clash between New York and Los Angeles. Karl-Anthony Towns and James Harden took home their respective conference final MVP awards before battling for the league's top prize. In another 7-game thriller, the Knicks were able to defeat the Clippers, capturing the franchise's first NBA championship since 1973. To make things even sweeter for Knicks fans, Jalen Brunson played the hero in the entire series, including a mammoth 47-point effort in Game 7, earning Bill Russell Finals MVP honors. Across 7 games, Brunson averaged 33 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 6.9 assists. While the Knicks enter the season as one of the favorites to come out of the Eastern Conference, the future of the Clippers, as alluded to earlier in this article, is a bit more murky. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.